Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to teach you how to replace excuse me, your air filter, your stock air filter intake with a K&N Typhoon. This is a 2010 Chevy Cobalt. So you start off by taking the engine cover off. You just have to take off the engine cap and then it comes right off, pretty easy. This isn't really a how-to, this is more of just my adventures, because I had technical problems with the camera and it didn't capture everything. But all you have to do is loosen up those two clamps right here, the one by the engine right there, and then the other one by the filter. That should be pretty easy to snap off. Shouldn't be too hard. Even though I was having a little bit of trouble. Don't forget to remove the rubber hose that's in the back, because without it you won't be able to take it off. That's why I was having a little bit of trouble. I didn't really see it. Took me a little while to take it off, stubborn. All that dust that collected in there. So that part's done. Next, just take out this cover right here, the casing. Just get the pliers, take off that hose that's right there connected to it. On this specific model, I don't need it for the filter, so it was just dangling there. That cover has to go before you can actually put the filter, otherwise it won't fit. There's a couple screws in there. I don't think I got to show you which ones they are. Pretty simple though, you'll see it. Very simple. This is where you might want to clean your throttle body, but I did it because it wasn't too bad. Next, just grab a 10mm ratchet and socket, and just take those two bolts off. You actually have to take them off in order to take off the bottom right there. Very stubborn, they've been in there for years, so they're really hard to take off. I'd recommend using WD-40. That'll make it easier to take off, especially in the future if you have to replace it for smudge and all that. Put them right there on the side. That'll help you when you need to find them. My little trick I learned. And this is unfortunately with my camera shut off because it was very hot. It was like 100, a little bit over 100 degrees. So right here I already have it installed. I didn't know that the camera wasn't working, so I just kept rolling. So there it is. So after you do this, it's very simple. All you really have to do is just put in the auto throttle body, and then there's literally like two screws you have to screw on. On this part I forgot to put on the what's it called? The clamp, and that's why. Make sure it's on there right, because when I put this on, it wasn't on there right, and then a little like, I didn't record it, but when I was checking it again, it kind of slipped off, so just retighten it. This is assuming that you already know how to get your air intake all, assembled and everything. So, but it's a really easy procedure, and it helps with your engine. I also like rev the car and everything, but like I said, the camera turned off, and it's too late to do it after, so I just didn't really bother. But it sounds a lot better. Gives you a lot of horsepower. Well, let's be honest, it does look pretty good, so. Yeah, I don't like playing with clamps. They're a pain in the butt. So right here I'm just verifying everything, looking at everything, making sure it's a tight fit. The hose is too long, this one that it came with. So yeah, I have to take that off. The hose that comes included in the car is too short, so I couldn't use that either. So my only alternative was to cut the hose to the specific length. And yeah. So I just go and grab a pocket knife. It's in my toolbox. They're not hard to cut. Look at that. Excuse me. When you cut it, you want to make sure you give it a little bit more room, I guess you can say, so make it longer than it really has to be. Not too much, probably like, I went roughly an inch, inch and a half, so. Just use your pliers to take it off if you need to. I didn't bother putting any clamps on there. It was just more of a pain in the butt for me, so it won't come off. It's a really tight seal, so I'm not worried about it. So this is pretty much it. If you like this video, comment, like it, tell your friends, and thanks for watching, everybody. Have an awesome day.